Cancer, this is your monthly career and finance reading for February. Now this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a lot of Venus, Cancer placements in your natal chart, this could be for you. Take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. Don't force it to make it fit. We're just moving into the year of the fire horse. So there'll be a possibility of change in momentum, a little bit more up tempo, and the horse is the equivalent in Western astrology to Gemini, so could be busy, busy, busy. So starting out with the Eight of Swords, Cancer. Are you putting yourself in a self-imposed stuckness? Are you feeling stuck about something? Could be your money. Maybe there's not too much flow surrounding your money. Or the issue is growth here. Yeah. You might be a creative. You need to tune into your creative energy. I feel as if you this month you'll be quite passionate about what you're doing. Just as long as you get yourself unstuck, if you're feeling that way. Because you're having lots of good ideas, you're full of good ideas. Maybe you're taking a long view of what you need to put in place now in February in order for it to reap the rewards in spring, summer. You could have come out of a bit of a, let's say, hibernational phase, or just not as focused. Yes, too much screen time. Be aware of too much screen time. Also, if your inbox is flooded, pay attention to that. Pay attention to details when it comes to any communications online. Let's see, what's it been like for you? Well, I feel as if, Cancer, you have been relatively recently seeing yourself moving forwards. The Six of Wands here. Seeing yourself having some successes. Maybe January was a little bit of a struggle for you, work-wise. Maybe you're recovering from Christmas. Maybe you overspent. Not all of you, but some of you. Well, you're not going to be looking back with any kind of regret. You're just going to be moving forwards. I don't see you're regretting if you have overspent. I don't think it's impacted you terribly badly. Be careful what you wish for. Your boss might be a Taurus if you're working for, if you're in employment and not self-employed, your boss might be a Taurus. I think it's likely, not all of you, some of you, that you see yourself as being quite solid. You may be, if if you have children, I feel like they're looking at you with kind of quiet respect. One of your children might be also helping you out. You might be teaching, you might be sort of kind of training up one of your kids if you're self-employed. In the workplace, maybe you're feeling that you're being scrutinised, you're being watched, carefully being watched with a view to making sure that you're being thorough. If you're self-employed, I think you need to take it easy on yourself, not demand too much of yourself over this next month or the rest of the remaining month, a couple of weeks. I feel like you're wanting, what's motivating you is the idea of travel, getting away, 3 weeks, 3 months, going on a trip. Could be the thing that's going to motivate you to get your head down this month. I hope you can hear me. I know there's been some audio problems, which I'm investigating. Let's have a look. You will be taking stock this month. I feel like you're going to be wanting to either take literal stock of if you're running your own business, stock taking, or you're going to be looking at more closely at how things are flowing. You know, incomings, outgoings. I think you're also going to be looking over the last, before we move into March, into spring, you're going to be looking over the last financial year to see where you can make any improvements, any cutbacks too. I feel like you might be looking at your overheads, how to possibly reduce some of them. It's not for all of you, it's some of you. Watch out how you're communicating as well with others. Watch out that you're not going to be too sharp, snappy. You know, be considerate of how you do express yourself this month as well. I feel like if you are, some of you, not all of you, but some of you might be working in import-export. Some of you may even be looking at how to add another string to your bow of expertise, learn something that you can bring to your business. Some of you, not all of you, are going to be undergoing some kind of training, I feel. Reverse. You may not be sure about your confidence, might be a little bit off in terms of whether you can manifest the things you want. There could be awkwardness in communicating with other colleagues, a little bit of discomfort there I'm feeling. And your management, I think time management is an issue for you, Cancer, at the moment. Maybe that's something you want to be looking into. Manage your resources wisely. Yeah, I feel like you have been a bit frivolous. Yeah, spending and saving, incomes, outgoings. try and achieve a better balance there. Also, you might be thinking of doing some charity work, or there could be some colleagues, you know, who could do with your help because you've got more experience and knowledge, and they might benefit from you helping. You might even be assigned to help somebody new that's coming into your work environment. Because you might have to start, you might literally have to have a bit of adventure, go somewhere, have a little bit of an adventure to reboot your enthusiasm. Might be something that you're looking at doing as well, planning to do. Get some fresh ideas. I feel like you're having plenty of ideas, Cancer. But it might be a change of scenery that will help you feel a bit more motivated. What does Cancer need to know? What could help Cancer? You have to see yourself as a magnet that attracts money, a magnet for new opportunities. Number 8 might be significant. First for Cancer, let's have a look. Oh yeah, and being in the present. Make sure you stay in the present moment. Don't be... it's easy to find ourselves moving forwards too much, looking too much into the future, or looking back regressively, and then losing sight of what's happening now. So make sure you stay in the present moment as much as you possibly can. You know, check yourself if you're kind of daydreaming ahead or focusing too much on what's coming up. Or looking back on shoulda, woulda, coulda. So watch that. And what about a mantra that might be useful? I am enduring. So you're going to have the stamina for the rest of this month. I feel you're going to have the stamina to keep going. I don't feel you're going to be tired out. I don't feel you're going to be over stressing yourself or overworking yourself. I feel you're going to know your capacity, when to rest, when to take time, when to take breaks, when to switch off. And I am free. Free to move, free. You can interpret this however you like. It might be that you're going to feel more free to move, more free to explore new opportunities, free to voice your opinions, but be careful that you don't come across as a little bit sharp. And I'm quiet, so believe that you're going to understand when it is that you need your quiet time. I feel as if you're going to have your head down, you're going to be focused for the rest of the month. Yeah, and if you haven't been seeing things clearly, which was the central issue of your reading, be careful not to get into a place of denial. If things come up that you don't want to deal with, or I think for some of you, you might be having to take out a new insurance policy. If you're self-employed, I feel as if that might be something that you might have to do, especially if you're import export, or have a better cover yourself. That could be something, but you're going to have to pay close attention to if you're taking out any kind of new policies this month. Make sure you reward yourself, because you could well be, happily, successfully self-employed, and wanting to reward yourself, spend quiet time at home at the end of a hard day or enjoyable day. So watch out there. Let's have another goddess card. Time management keeps coming up. Could be something you really do need to work on, Cancer. Time management for the rest of the month. Yeah, and be more focused in your intentions. So keep, your thoughts and feelings and actions focused on your main targets here. You might be having to reach certain targets, work targets as well. They may look a bit intimidating, but they're not. Something you might not be wanting to look at, what targets you've got to reach. Self-care as well. Make sure that you're paying attention to yourself and having enough time, enough downtime, enough time to take care of yourself, your nourishment. Also, I'd say pay attention to your second chakra. The sexual chakra, the chakra linked to your sexuality. Orange, yeah, a vital colour. Possibly even eat more orange foods this month. Find yourself attracted to this colour in particular. Keep making sure that you're unleashing your creative potential, and the colour orange could help you in this case. Well, that's what I got for you, Cancer. I hope it's helpful. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you could hear me. And I hope it's resonated with you. And you're going to have a good February. It's not going to be difficult to get through here in terms of work. But pay attention to detail. Yeah, stay focused. You got it going on, and you're going to have the stamina, maybe a bit more stamina than you might have had over recent weeks too. So take care of yourself. Sending you lots of love. Till next time. Bye.